Good morning, students. Today's topic of discussion is goodwill's accounting treatment. This is the second video on admission of a partner. First of all, what is goodwill? Which we have already discussed at the time of calculation of goodwill. It's a good name of the business. There are two types of goodwill, as AS 26 is stating, that self-generated goodwill is not to be recorded in the books. But when we purchase somebody's business, along with the goodwill money which we pay, that means we buy the business along with goodwill, that goodwill should be recorded in the books of accounts. But self-generated goodwill, that is goodwill for which no purchase consideration is paid, is not to be recorded in the books. Hence, goodwill at the time of reconstitution of a firm is dealt through capital adjustment entry only. Because self-generated goodwill will not be recorded in the books. That's why goodwill will not come. The self-generated goodwill value, the word goodwill will not come through journal entry. It will be done through capital accounts or current accounts, as the case may be. Let's understand the accounting treatment of goodwill. There are several cases in accounting treatment of goodwill. Number one, premium for goodwill is paid privately. There are 6 to 7 cases which we will be doing till hidden goodwill. The first case, premium for goodwill is paid privately. For this, no entry. Let's understand with an example. A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. They agree to add C as a partner who brings 10,000 as capital for 1/5 share. C is to pay proportionate amount as premium for goodwill, which he pays to A and B privately. That means he doesn't want his money to be shown in the business. Past journal entries. No journal entry because business is not affected because of his premium for goodwill which is paying privately to the partners. He is only bringing capital 10,000. For that, we have passed the entry. Cash account debit to C's capital. Next, case 2. When premium brought in cash by new partner along with his capital. He is bringing premium along with capital. So to bring capital, it will be cash account debit to new partner's capital account. And to bring premium money, that premium for goodwill money, cash account debit to premium for goodwill account. Now, the premium money which the partner has brought, that has to be taken by the partners who are sacrificing. See, whenever a new partner is coming, we have already seen that the existing partners sacrifices. And for that sacrifice, they take whatever he brings as a premium in order to compensate their sacrifice. That is premium for goodwill account debit to sacrificing partners capital account is the journal entry. When premium is withdrawn, now sometimes they may leave the premium money in the business in their capital account, let the capital account be enhanced, let the capital be credited. But sometimes they may take the money, either the entire money or 10%, 20%, 50%, 60%, whatever. So accordingly, we will be seeing capital account debit to cash. That means nothing but drawings to cash. Instead of drawings, we are writing capital account debit to cash. Next, let's understand this second example or second case. That is, he brings the cash as capital as well as PFG with this example. Let's understand with an example. A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 2:1. They agreed to admit C, their manager, who is to get 1/3 share in the business. So C is coming in the business for 1/3 share. Their old ratio is 2:1. C brings 10,000 for capital and 3,000 for his 1/3 share of goodwill. 3,000 as his premium for goodwill means 1/3 share. A, B, and C agrees to share future profits equally. Now, they have also given the future profits, that is 1:1:1. Their old ratio is 2:1. New ratio is 1:1:1. Half of the amount of goodwill is withdrawn from the business. Make necessary journal entries. Let's see, old ratio is given 2:1, new ratio 1:1:1. We know that sacrificing ratio is nothing but old ratio minus new ratio, OR minus NR. So our old ratio 2/3 for A and new ratio is 1/3 for A. So 2/3 minus 1/3 is 1/3. 1/3 is the A's sacrificing. B is sacrificing nothing because his old ratio was 1/3 and new ratio is also 1/3. So he is not sacrificing anything. Only A is sacrificing. Now students, I will remind you from the very beginning that sacrificing ratio is always equal to gaining ratio. you notice A is sacrificing 1/3. And how much is the new partner coming for? He is also coming for 1/3 only. That means sacrificing is 1/3 and gaining is also 1/3. Sacrificing 1/3 and gaining is also 1/3. That's always will be true. Okay. Now he brings the journal entry will be passing. He brings the capital 10,000. So cash account debit to capital 10,000, 10,000. He also bring premium for goodwill. So cash account debit to premium for goodwill 3,000, 3,000. We can pass a compound entry. Cash account debit 13,000 to C's capital, that is new partner's capital 10,000 to premium for goodwill 3,000. Whether told in the sum or not, that premium should never remain in the credit. It will be always cancelled out. And to cancel any credit item, we debit it. And where it will be cancelled? To the sacrificing partners. In this sum, only A is sacrificing. So entire premium will be given to A for his sacrifice. In the near future, the profit which is sacrificing, he will be getting this premium for goodwill. So premium for goodwill account debit to A's capital account. To A's capital account. To A's capital account. 3,000, 3,000. Similarly, again, A is taking away the money. When A is taking away the money, his capital will be debited. And how much he is taking away? He is taking only 50% of the entire money. No, 50% of the premium he is withdrawing. So A's capital account debit to cash, 50% of 3,000 is 1,500. So A's capital account debit to cash, 1,500, 1,500. Hope you have understand this much. Now next, case 3. If goodwill or capital is brought in kind, new partner is admitted, he is not bringing in cash but in kind. Very simple. Instead of cash account debit, it will be asset account debit. The entry remains same as you see, asset account debit to capital or asset account debit to premium. Let's understand with an example. X and Y were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio 3:2. On 1st April 2014, they admit Z as a partner for 1/4 share. Z contributed following assets towards his capital and for his share of goodwill. Stock, he brings 60,000, debtors 80,000, land 1 lakh and machinery 40,000. On the date of admission of Z, the goodwill of the firm was valued at 6 lakhs. Now goodwill of the firm, and he is coming for how much ratio? 1/4. Record the necessary journal entries in the books of a firm on Z's admission. So what he is bringing? He is bringing stock 60,000, debtors 80,000, land 1 lakh and machinery 40,000. So all these assets we have debited. To Z's capital, he is bringing out of for his capital the balancing figure. How to get his Z? Because he is bringing totally 2,80,000. The total assets which he is bringing is of 2,80,000. How much he is bringing for premium and how much he is bringing for capital is not given in the sum. But it is given that the total premium, total goodwill of the firm is total self-generated goodwill of the firm is 6 lakhs. And Z is coming for 1/4 share. So what is his share? 1/4 into 1/4 into 1/4 into 60,000 into 6 lakhs, that is 1,50,000. So his PFG is 1,50,000 that he is bringing. He is bringing 1,50,000 and 1,30,000 is nothing but his capital, which is the balancing figure. So hope you understand that capital, how it is coming. Total asset he is bringing minus his premium. Now this premium will never remain in the business. This will be given to the sacrificing partners. So PFG account debit 2x to Y. You see the sacrificing ratio is also 3:2, though I have not calculated, because I have already told that whatever is the old ratio will become sacrificing ratio if no new ratio is given. In this sum, no new ratio is given. Old ratio was given. So old ratio was 3:2. So sacrificing ratio also remains 3:2. So 1,50,000 divided among the partner X in 3:2 ratio, and into partner Y also 3:2 ratio. So old partner's capital account will be credited. Now let's see the next example. When a partner is unable to bring his share of goodwill, now he is unable to bring. Incoming partner is coming, but he is unable to bring any share of goodwill. He is though bringing capital. So for whatever he is not bringing, that time we will debit his current account. Remember, current account we need to debit, not his capital account. Whatever he is unable to bring, we will be debiting his current account. Why? Because later on, there are certain capital adjustment entries. And to avoid that capital adjustments to be entangled with this profit sharing, this premium for goodwill, so we are using current account. That is as per the rule, as per our Indian Partnership Act, and our council is stating that we have to debit the incoming partner's current account instead of his capital account if he is unable to bring his premium for goodwill. So incoming partner's current account debit to sacrificing partner's capital account. Now he has to bring something. Partners will not leave him because partners are sacrificing now. Partners are not happy with only getting the capital into the business. They want something for themselves. Their capital should also increase because of the inclusion of new partner. As the new partner is unable to bring anything, they are telling that, okay, we will debit your current account. That new partner's current account will be debited, which will be shown in the asset side, the current account. And whatever capital is bringing, that capital will be shown in the liability side. A, B, and C are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 5:4:1 respectively. So this is the example. Two new partner D and E are admitted, two partners at a time. The profits is now shared in the ratio 3:4:2:1. That means new ratio is also given. D is to pay 90,000 for his share of goodwill, but E has insufficient cash. So D is paying 90,000, but E has insufficient cash to pay for goodwill. So that means E is not bringing any premium for goodwill. Two partners admitted, one partner is bringing premium and one partner is unable to. Both the new partners introduce 1,20,000 each as their capital. They are bringing the capital. You are required to pass journal entries, prepare capital account and bank account. That is not required. You just pass the journal entries only. So let's understand whatever he is bringing. For that, we will pass the journal entry first. Cash account debit, they are bringing 1,20,000 each. To D's capital 1,20,000, to E's capital 1,20,000, and 90,000 D is bringing as premium for goodwill as given in the sum. So two premium for goodwill 90,000. So total amount which the new partners are bringing is 3,30,000. That we have shown over here, 3,30,000. Next, the person who is unable to bring the premium for goodwill, that to find out we have to do certain workings. Let's understand. Sacrificing ratio, first of all, new, old minus new, and we got 15/60, 4/60. C is actually gaining. You see, C is getting negative. Old minus new is coming negative. That means he is gaining. C is gaining ratio is 4/60, minus 4/60 we have written. D is also gaining because we don't have old ratio. D is a new partner, so new ratio. Old minus new, so minus figure is coming. We are making all the denominators same. So he is gaining 10/60 and E is gaining 5/60. If we will be saying that our rule, that is sacrificing, must be equal to gaining, SR must be equal to GR. You see 15 plus 4, 19 for A and B, that is the sacrificing ratio. Whereas C, D and E are 4, 10, minus 4, minus 10, minus 5. That means the gaining ratio is 5, 4, 10, 14 plus 5, 19. So you see GR is equal to SR. SR is equal to GR. Sacrificing ratio is always equal to gaining ratio. We will understand that our fraction, whatever we have done, is correct. D's goodwill is 90,000. Total goodwill. From D's goodwill, we can find out the total goodwill of the firm. D was coming for 2/12 ratio. 90,000 he is bringing as premium for goodwill. Therefore, total goodwill of the firm will be 90,000 into 12/2, that is 5,40,000. Why we have found the total goodwill? So that we can understand how much E should bring. E should bring 1/12 of this total goodwill, that is 45,000. We should also understand that how much we will debit C's capital because he is gaining in the future. If he is gaining in the future, his capital has to be debited because he has to also give some amount to the sacrificing partners. That means existing partners' capital will be debited with this 4/60 part of 5,40,000. 5,40,000 was the total goodwill. Total goodwill is 4/60 part. That means 3,36,000 he has to be debited. Now we will pass the journal entry. PFG, that has to be cancelled out, which D has brought 90,000. E's current account is 45,000. How it has come 45,000, that we have already seen just now. E's share 5,40,000 into 1/12. He was coming for 1/12, 45,000. And C's share is 36,000. So E's current account, see the new partner's current account we have written. Whereas we have taken the existing partner as capital account. So C's capital account 36,000. We are reducing his capital by 36,000. To A's capital, to B's capital in their sacrificing ratio. The sacrificing ratio was 15:4. So 15:4, that whole amount, 15:4 is divided. The whole amount was how much? Whole amount was 1,71,000. 1,71,000 is divided in the ratio 15:4. 1,71,000 is divided in the ratio 15:4, and we have got this figure only. That is 1,35,000 and 36. 15:4 was the sacrificing ratio. So whatever the money is in the debit, that has to be sacrificed among the partners, is to be given in the sacrificing ratio only. Let's understand yet another case. If the total amount of premium, unable to bring premium in cash, nothing. So we have already done that. Unable to bring full premium in cash. So whatever amount is bringing, that is cash account to premium for goodwill. Whatever is not bringing, that is current account to sacrificing partners capital account. So this is the combination of what he is bringing and what he is not bringing. Last time we have seen that he was unable to bring any premium for goodwill. That time we have done partners current account to capital account. We have also seen that if he brings premium, the new partner brings premium, then cash to premium. This is a combination entry. He is bringing some amount as premium, some amount he is unable to bring. So in this case, premium for goodwill, what he is bringing to sacrificing partners capital account, and incoming partners current account to sacrificing partners capital account. Remember, whatever he is bringing, for that one more entry we have passed, that is cash to premium. Whatever he is unable to bring, that's why we don't have cash to incoming partners current account. Cash to incoming partners current account we don't have to do, because that entry is not required. Directly we will debit his current account, and that current account balance will be shown in the balance sheet asset side. Let's understand with an example for this sum. A and B are partners, sharing ratio 3:2. They admitted C for 3/7 profits, which he takes 2/7 from A and 1/7 from B. We have seen that sacrificing ratio is 2:1 as given over here. 2/7 and 1/7. And brings 10,000 as premium out of his share of 18,000. Past journal entries. We have not shown the capital part. So that is cash to capital. We are not going to write. He is only bringing 10,000 as premium out of his share of 18,000. That means 8,000 is unable to bring. So what he is bringing, that is cash account debit to PFG, whatever he is bringing, 10,000. And what he is not bringing, that will be C's current account will be debited. Now C's current account, when we are debiting C's current account, that will be 8,000. Whereas PFG, which he has brought, that is 10,000. So see, 18,000 is coming. 10,000 plus 8,000, 18,000. PFG account debit, C's current account debit, 18,000 to A's capital account, to B's capital account in their sacrificing ratio, which is nothing but as given in the sum, which was 2:1. 2:1 of 18,000 is 12,000 and 6,000. 2:1. To A's capital to B's capital. The SR was nothing but 2:1. 2:1. That was the sacrificing ratio. Yes. So now we will have yet another example or yet another sum, or case 6 we can say, where goodwill is already appearing in the balance sheet. When goodwill is already appearing in the balance sheet, remember this is a purchased goodwill, and whenever a new partner is admitted into the business, this purchased goodwill will be taken away by the existing partners. It is their goodwill, it is their money. They don't want to share it with the new partner. So that they will take away from the business. So it will be goodwill being asset has to be credited to cancel it out. So to goodwill account, and old partners capital account debit. That means they are drawing the goodwill money. Old partners capital account to goodwill account. This being purchased goodwill is shared among existing partners in old ratio. Let's understand with an example. A and B are equal partners. They admitted C for 1/5 share. C pays 50,000 for goodwill. That means his premium for goodwill is bringing 60,000 out of a share of 90,000. Out of a share of 90,000. Oh, his share was 90,000, but he is bringing only 50,000. Goodwill already appears in the balance sheet as 1,60,000. Past journal entries already appear in the balance sheet, that you first divide among the partners. That is A's capital account debit, A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, is capital account debit to goodwill account. Remember that the purchase good, the balance sheet goodwill was 1,60,000. That is to be shared among A and B in their old ratio. This is an old ratio, my dear students. This is always in old ratio. Share the goodwill. Share this goodwill in old ratio. In old ratio. Share this goodwill in old ratio. That means whatever is already existing goodwill, what is there in the balance sheet, that has to be shared among the partners, not in their sacrificing, but in their old ratio. So 1,60,000 is divided in their old ratio, which was nothing but 1:1. They were equal partners, as we have seen. Now, whatever amount he is bringing, that is 50,000. So cash to PFG. The new partner has brought premium for goodwill. That is cash account debit to premium for goodwill, 50,000. He is unable to bring 40,000. For that, we have passed his current account debit, as we have already shown in case 5. PFG 50,000, his current account 40,000. And that has to be shared in the sacrificing ratio. Nothing is mentioned in the sum about sacrificing ratio. So the old ratio always becomes the sacrificing ratio if nothing is mentioned about the new ratio. That means whenever a new partner is entered with some percentage and some fraction, then old ratio becomes sacrificing ratio. So 90,000 is in the sacrificing ratio. A is to B in 45,000, 45,000. Now we have another case, the last case. It's a very interesting case, hidden goodwill. Nothing will be mentioned in the sum about goodwill. But still, you have to remember that whenever a new partner is entering, he will not only bring capital, but he has to bring goodwill. So if nothing is mentioned in the sum, it is silent about the goodwill premium he is bringing or he is not bringing, then you always remember that there is a question of hidden goodwill. That means premium is there, but he is unable to bring. So how to calculate that hidden goodwill? There are certain steps to find out the calculation of hidden goodwill. First of all, step 1 is to calculate the net worth, the entire capital of the business, including whatever goodwill is, on the basis of new partner's capital. That means we have to capitalize the new partner's share. Suppose he is bringing 10,000 and he is coming for 1/10 ratio. So the capitalized value will be 10 by 1 into 10,000. This is the new partner's capital. That is 1 lakh. New partner's capital by his share. We will be able to get the capitalized value. That I was giving you the example. 10,000, he is coming for 1/10. So into 10 by 1, that is 1 lakh is the total capital, total net worth of the firm. Now we have to calculate the net worth of the existing partner. Net worth of the existing partner excluding goodwill of the adjusted capital. Means we will take the adjusted capital, closing capital of the existing partners and the new partner's capital we will add. See, this adjusted capital we will learn entire in the later part of the chapter, but you understand it now. That is inclusive of all the different types of adjustment which has taken with the capital. We will add and subtract the capital and we will get the adjusted or closing capital. You can say closing capital of the partners, of the existing partners, plus the new partner's capital. That is the net worth of the firm again. We will subtract the previous net worth, that means on the basis of new partner's capital, minus the net worth of the existing, minus the net worth of the partners, that is the existing partner's closing capital plus new partner's capital. When we will subtract, if it is coming in a positive figure, we have some hidden goodwill. It will come in a positive figure if hidden goodwill sum is there. So A and B are partners with closing capital of 90,000 each. So see, this is the closing capital of each partner. Closing capital is given in this sum. You don't have to calculate. Sharing profits in the ratio 2:1. They admitted C as a partner for 3/8 share. So C is coming for 3/8 share. C is unable to bring his share of goodwill in cash, but brings 1,20,000 as capital. Goodwill is to be calculated on the basis of C's share of profit. Pass the necessary journal entries. Then over here they have said on the basis of C's share of profit, goodwill has to be calculated. No, nothing else about given about the goodwill which he has brought, how much goodwill he has brought. So we will calculate. Step 1, we will capitalize C, 1,20,000 into divide by 3/8 or into 8/3. His share is the new partner's share. 3,20,000 is the total capital of the firm. Now, closing capital given 90,000 each, A and B, and C is bringing 1,20,000 excluding goodwill. That means total capital is coming 3 lakhs. The capitalized value of the profit based on new partner's capital is 3,20,000, and this capital is 3 lakhs. So our goodwill is nothing but 20,000. 3,20,000 minus 3 lakhs, 20,000. C's share is 3 by 8. This is the total goodwill of the firm. Total goodwill of the firm. C is coming for 3/8 share. So he should bring 7,500. 3 by 8 into multiplied by 20,000, the total goodwill, 75,000. Next, we will just pass the journal entry. He is bringing 1,20,000 as cash. So cash account debit to C's capital, 1,20,000. Whatever he is unable to bring, that is C's current account, 7,500. To be shared among the existing partners in their sacrificing ratio to A's capital to B's capital, 5,000 and 2,500. See, old ratio was 2:1 and he has come for 3:8. Nothing mentioned about new ratio. So that 2:1 only becomes the sacrificing ratio. 2:1 only becomes the sacrificing ratio. So in the 2:1, 7,500 when divided, then to A's capital 2,000, 5,000 and this one to B's capital is 2,500. So these are the different journal entries, students. Now I will be giving you one homework. Okay, this is your homework, students. There are 5 sums in this. You need to do each one of them and send it to me. Thank you, students. Thank you for being with me.